Hi, DBL Nation, and welcome to the break room.
What day is it? Wait, what day is it? Thursday?
I don't know. I had to think about it.
Is it Thursday?
I thought you were gonna because I thought you were doing like the Hump Day commercial. No. Like, what day is it? Mike by Mike, and I was gonna say Wednesday, but then I'm like, it's Thursday.
It's Friday Junior.
January 24th. Friday Junior. We are here every day at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time. My name is Kelly. I almost said my name is Tori. Her name is Tori.
I'm Tori.
Her name is Tori.
Yes,
my name is Kelly. And we like to talk about the top trending stories of the day. We like to get Tori's frothy coffee. A little hot chocolate in it.
It's not no hot chocolate in this and no sugar, so I'm basically just drinking gasoline.
So you're keto right now.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. It's snowing really hard here in Denver. I didn't even bring a jacket today, so that's how my day is going.
It's snowing like Brooks and I were driving to work and didn't know we were on a bridge snowing. Yeah. I was like, where are we?
And it came out of nowhere. The roads were not prepped, so that's what's happening here. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods, DBL Nation. So it's day 34 of the government shutdown.
Bum, bum, bum.
This is shocking. Right now, the Senate is voting. They're voting on two dueling proposals. Dueling.
Good word, Kelly.
Thank you. And neither of them are going to pass. There's not going to be enough votes for them to pass. So we're going to continue being in this spiral that we are in. And that's where we're at. The White House said this morning that they're bracing for the shutdown to last all the way through February and maybe even into March.
Wow. So we are already in the longest shutdown in our history.
Yep.
Today we heard from 5 different government agencies that said we are now at risk of national security issues. So we're hearing from the Coast Guard. We're also hearing from air traffic controllers saying at this point we are really at a loss in terms of the type of barrier we had for national security.
Yeah,
so they're literally saying there's holes, getting a little worried now because it's getting a little bit more serious.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. So we have a member of the DBL Nation who wrote us in and has a suggestion for how the government should shut down. So he or she
should reopen.
I
believe it's a he, yes.
To end the government shutdown. I believe it's a he. The government, he writes, should pass a law stating that all and any illegal immigrants will be deported immediately upon capture. In an effort to discover and locate illegal immigrants, the government will offer a $100 reward to anyone who submits information leading to the capture and deportation of an illegal immigrant. Moreover, any property of an illegal immigrant will be seized and sold, and the money will be used to pay rewards. And finally, they will be photographed and fingerprinted should they attempt to return illegally again. Once the law is passed, illegal immigrants would be given 90 days to get their fare in order or risk immediate deportation. This resolution isn't meant to cause harm, but rather to solve a growing problem with our society. What do you think?
And this is coming from, I want to get it right, exactly who it's coming from. Sorry. I just went, he actually didn't leave his name, he or she, so I'm not really sure.
Okay, so it could be a woman.
It could be a woman.
Got it. So,
yep, could be a woman.
I find this repulsive. I find this horrendous. I find this like Nazism, rounding up people, giving bounties for people. I feel like we would be animals, treating these people like animals. I feel like this is the opposite of progress. So I respectfully very much disagree with this, and I'd love for you to come and let me know your debate, but I find there's no humanity in this plan whatsoever. I don't know how you feel about it.
No, I feel the exact same way. I appreciate a member of DBL Nation sending in an idea, and the person does say this is something that everyone may not be for.
This is backwards rather than forwards.
Yeah, I just don't think it's humane.
Yeah.
Is that the word?
Yeah. Moral?
Yeah.
Could that be a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going backwards.
It makes my heart kind of break a little bit.
I think that's, Kelly just said it the best way you could possibly say it.
It's people.
These are people. These are children.
Yeah.
These are, honest to God, personalized stories. So I think we should show a little more compassion for these people at some respect, especially since Ellis Island and the whole part of America is to welcome those. My one thing is this. I found a response that actually could end the shutdown tomorrow, and I thought this was a very good point.
Yes.
Pilots. I think I've said this to you before.
You did say this to me, and I think it's a good idea, but let's say it to the nation in case they haven't heard.
Pilots call in and say air traffic control and TSA agents being gone, it's too dangerous to fly.
Yeah.
That causes airports to shut down.
Shut down. It's over.
I think that would open the government tomorrow.
I think you're right. But
I think that's
my question is
the best
it
way to go.
illegal for those pilots?
No, but it is illegal for TSA agents to strike.
Gotcha, but it's not illegal for pilots to strike.
If the FAA says if pilots feel it's deemed too dangerous, they have every right to do so.
Excuse me, I have the hiccups.
I think she was excited about that theory.
I've had them off and on all day. I don't feel good. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. We're good. It's fine.
I think we should get mint tea
Gonna walk it off.
and a crystal.
Yeah, I need a crystal.
We want to have her heart. Does that feel good?
It actually feels really good.
Sometimes they say holding the heart's good. This is good for me and my triceps as well.
Moving on. We have a really good fifth host today. But DBL Nation, let us know your thoughts on that idea about reopening the government.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. And don't be afraid to say how you really feel. This is a safe space. Nobody's going to judge you.
And we will read things like this, even if we disagree. We want to give a voice to it. Ben 31 writes in, what? Extreme much? Kim says, I completely agree, Tori. That's like the wild, wild west. And you know, it's an idea I don't think any Republican or Democrat would go to unless they are hardcore. Hardcore is the end of the sentence there. I know it sounded like I had more to say, but that was all I had to say. As for the State of the Union, I'm going to give you a quick update using Joel and Kelly.
Yay! It's time for Masterpiece Theater.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Blasterpiece Theater.
That is so good. All right, we have Nancy Pelosi on this end and Donald Trump on this end, and I'm just going to give you a quick look at all this. Nancy Pelosi sent an invitation
Got my gavel
to Trump to give a State of the Union, normal, right?
On January 3rd.
January 3rd, and you said okay?
No.
You said okay.
Oh, okay.
But then the government shut down. Let's all bow our heads, shut down, wake back up. Nancy Pelosi sends another letter. You're not invited. The government shut down.
Reschedule it.
You said. So then yesterday, Trump says, I'm still going.
I'm going.
I'm going to honor your original invitation.
That's right.
No.
From the first one, right?
But I'm saying.
And then yesterday, Pelosi said, no. And
I will shut the door.
She said she'll literally there'd be a showdown between the White House and the House of Representatives.
It's like Trump would be like walking up to the door and the door would be like shut.
And then I canceled her flight.
Then you canceled her flight.
That was earlier.
But today, this morning, Trump capitulated to Pelosi and
backed down.
He backed down. So you're saying I will not give the State of the Union
until the government is back open. Pretty wild.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Wild.
So crazy turn of events, but so far
pretty surprising. Are you surprised?
Highly.
I am too.
Highly surprised that he backed down.
But what's his game here?
That's what I think too. I'm like, what's going on behind it? At some point, maybe someone got to him and said it's a losing battle.
Because it is.
It's in the Constitution. The Speaker has to invite the President.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on to the fifth host, which is very exciting.
Yes, we have a great fifth host
We have a
today.
financial question for you guys, and you guys are always so good with writing in about money and stuff like that. So we first want to know if you have any questions about money. We're opening up a segment for you to write in questions. What's an APR? What's a mortgage? What's a subprime mortgage? So if you have any of those, we're doing a segment.
I don't know any of those answers, so we're bringing in financial experts to help us.
Exactly. So feel free first to write in, but second, here's the fifth host topic.
Yes, the fifth host today is...
That's good.
What would you do if you found out your partner has a secret checking account or a secret credit card? So this topic is spicy.
It is spicy, and I know you guys have a lot to say about money in DBL. I find lying about money, religion, or sex.
Yes, the three things.
The three things to just be the end of a relationship. I don't want to be a pessimist here, but I can't trust you if you have a secret account. Now, if we have separate accounts, it's different. But a secret credit card?
Listen to these numbers. So this is coming from bankrate.com today. 29 million Americans are currently hiding a checking, savings, or credit card account from their live-in spouse or partner. Wow. That's nearly 1 out of every 5 people.
Whoa.
1 out of every 5 people. Now, so one of us is
hiding a secret account.
A secret account.
Now,
Alex, is it you? Is it you? Is it you?
It's Jolie. One of our producers did admit, and I won't give names, one of our producers in the meeting says this person would absolutely do this. Hide an account because they think they're better at money than their spouse.
Okay, so I don't want to call out my mom here, but she has always taught me that you should have your own account, no matter.
I've heard the same.
But I don't think you need to hide it.
Right.
That's my thing.
You're open about it.
Yeah, I'm open about it. Chris, if we're to get married, we'll have a joint account. He'll have his own and I'll have my own. That's okay, right?
And
then that way I can spend my own money on my own fun stuff, and then the bills are shared together.
Well, Kelly, 20 years ago, what you said was sort of unheard of, to be honest with you. Having a separate account for wife and husband. Nowadays, that's very common.
Normal, right?
Because
I'm an independent woman.
Yeah, I think women were kind of ripped off by a lot of people when men were in charge of the finances. So now you have that, but again, do you guys share passwords?
Yeah, I don't care if he can have all my password. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So what we're looking for is to find out what you would do if a spouse or significant other was literally hiding a secret account, a credit card, payments. We want to know when you think Kim.
I want to read you this real quick. More than half believe that keeping a secret bank or credit card account is at least equal in severity to physical cheating.
Yes. So, and again, this is stressful. Money is a hard topic to talk about. What do you call it in Yiddish? That's what we say. It's kind of a sound, really. It's an uncomfortable thing, but we're here to help you. That's why DBL is here to help. I always keep it 100. I don't really 100% know a lot about money. I don't know what it's like really a lot of it is. So we're going to be open with you. We want you to be open with us. Email us at info@dailyblastlive.com with really anything. It can be budgetary. It can be reverse mortgages. It can be how to have a life savings plan. How to ensure you don't run out of money during retirement. How to ensure kids are financially secure after death. Life insurance. Do I need it at 37? Do I not? All of these questions are valid, and we want to answer these.
Don't be afraid to say it in the comments. Send it to the info. Send it to the email info@dailyblastlive.com, and then you don't have to worry about anyone knowing what your personal financial questions are.
And trust me, we aren't going to
have them answered.
Right, and we're not going to answer them. We're going to get actual professionals.
Yeah, and I'm going to submit my questions too, you won't know the ones I'm asking.
I am too. Now, Brandy wrote us in something pretty impressively strong. It says, my mom has a secret account because she was in an abusive relationship, so she would save up to leave.
Well, good for her.
Amen. Yeah, that's totally different, I think.
Yeah, that's totally different. I agree.
Completely agree.
So let's say you're in a happy relationship. You and Brooks, let's say. Would you have your feelings hurt if you found out he had a hidden account?
Yes, I really would be. I would be as hurt, and I know this sounds crazy. An affair is different. I understand that. But there's a sense of distrust there that's really deeply scarring, I think, for people. Now, money is very sensitive.
It is sensitive. Now, what if he said, Tori, are you okay with me opening my own account? You'd be like, go for it.
Honey?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Get that money, honey.
I don't know what that is, but that's what I would say.
Money,
I have zero problem with you taking control of your finances.
Yeah.
What I have a problem with is the hiding.
Hiding it.
Yeah, Kim says, my fiance actually bought a Walmart ring when he proposed because I watched the accounts and I would have known if he spent money on a real ring, so we picked out a ring together.
Oh, that's so sweet,
That's actually
Kimberly.
really cute.
That's a good story. I love that one.
She also says Blasterpiece Theater is my favorite. Can we please make this a daily segment?
We definitely want to bring Blasterpiece Theater back. We did it at the beginning with some of the reality shows, and they were really funny. We had wigs and everything. So we definitely want to try to bring those back. If you have any ideas for like a scene from a reality show we could do, let us know.
Madonna Matthews writes in and talks about the situation of the government shutdown that we were discussing earlier, and the DBL Nation viewer that wrote in. She writes, are we a nation of Band-Aids? I feel our government is out of control. They are no longer working for the people. They are more concerned with self-preservation. Pelosi has been in office since what, the 80s? What has she done other than anything on immigration reform? So frustration coming out of our ears here from
no matter
both
what
sides.
Side you're on.
Yeah, so we feel you, we agree with you. Thomas Allen, the House and Senate were elected to represent the people, all the people. Oh, I meant the American people. True. That's very, very true. There's also a humane way that we can deal with people coming into this country illegally. I think Joel's on Molly. I think he's on some kind of ecstasy. He was just rubbing the walls. I want to know what he's on because I'd be interested in dropping it into my coffee.
He's wearing contacts today instead of glasses.
I think that's changed
I think that's all it is.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
What was that?
Okay, I know what he was doing. He was looking at the green screen wall. They steamed it, so he was actually checking it for wrinkles rather than like stroking the furry wall like in that movie.
He was like, I was like, what's going on, Jolie? Asen Lipska asks us a good question. What if the significant other is saving up money for a vacation they want to surprise you with? I'd be so into that.
But what if you just tell your spouse that's what you're doing and really you're hiding everything and then you're just covered yourself with that? You
know, I will tell you a personal story, and I'm not going to say names, but someone in my family is actually in the money business.
Okay.
And married someone and did the old age thing of I'm not going to look, even though this person is literally an accountant, I'm not going to look at the money, our bills. And for about 12, 13 years it went on like that. And when she finally did it, and it's not easy to click the button to go see it. It isn't. I'm being honest with you. It was fakakta.
Oh, no.
And in Yiddish, that means not good. And she said to me and looked me in the eyes, I know you're not in accounting, but I am. And she said, always make sure you don't leave someone else in charge. Even if you think you trust them. I think it's very important women know this, only because we've been ripped off.
Yeah, and men too.
And men too.
Either way, yeah.
So I do think that's important to talk about because, but if there's a special secret vacation, I don't have a problem with that.
I think that's so sweet.
Yes.
There is.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So I would love to know your questions about money, if you have any, or if you think you know something about money that you could give a tip. Like, what's an IRA? What's a Roth IRA? If you guys don't know this stuff, a 401k, like, what is that? I think...
do you have a 401k?
Well, yeah, exactly. So send all your questions, guys, to info@dailyblastlive.com, and we will let you know. Now, people are asking about my pilot idea that I got from a political pundit, and B.H. Brady writes, if the pilots do that, isn't that just a Band-Aid? Nothing is solved. In fact, if you do that, forcing the government to reopen in some way psychologically forces talks.
That's true.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
they're in the same building. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying. I would think that that's the fastest way to get us back again. It's sort of a kick in the butt. Is what if pilots deem it unsafe, maybe that's it. Kim says, that's exactly why I take control of the bills and accounts. I have some trust issues when it comes to money because I've been screwed over in past relationships.
Totally.
Write in right now if you've been screwed over in a past relationship. Just write #screwed over.
So I want to give you another stat from this study. 28% of millennials are currently hiding a bank or credit card account, compared to 15% of those who are older.
Is that because they've learned? And
I think so.
Their people are telling them?
I think so.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think it's advice from an older...
Again, I don't think you need to hide it. I just think it needs... I think it's perfectly normal for you to have your own checking account, but I think you have to tell your significant other.
What if you have an account, like a Roth IRA, and I want to ask you guys this, and Kelly... You're not hiding it, but you're not offering that up as information, right? Like when you come into a relationship for retirement, let's say.
Okay, so I have a retirement fund. I have a Roth IRA.
What if you didn't share
and
that?
Chris doesn't know about that.
Okay. That's
a really good question.
Right?
But that's also kind of a safety net, right?
I would think.
I mean, that's what I keep it there for.
To me, it'd be stupid not to have that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't touch that, of course, but... I mean, it's not like I'm hiding it for Chris. I just haven't told him that's there.
Right. It's not
we're
malicious.
Not married either, so that maybe makes a difference.
That's true. And
at least for me, it does.
It's not malicious, but it's protecting yourself.
Yeah. Right.
Let us know what you think. B.H. Brady says, I knew a guy who would have the suitcases packed and under the bed and would surprise his wife with trips.
Oh my God.
I'm out. Right? First of all, is he a good packer? I would worry about that. Are my Spanx
I would not care.
Is my Prozac
Who
packed?
cares?
You're right. You're right.
As long as the Prozac's in there. Who cares about the Spanx?
You're right. No, you're right.
Who cares?
You're right.
Oh my God, that's so
beautiful.
Sweet.
And any woman that does that, I think, is really special too.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Any surprises like that are so exciting.
Oh my God, any surprise. I love surprises. I love surprising people. But you guys got to see the surprise of my life when Steph surprised me with the Secret Santa.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh my God, that was so fun.
The whole time Kelly's like, oh my! It was just this level of sound that I love.
It was so fun.
So let us know if you think it's a millennial issue too. Like sort of protecting yourself is something maybe we've passed down to that generation. I'm on the very cusp of millennials, but I do think my parents have said, hey, don't do what happened to other women or men in the past. And it's been passed down.
And here's another question, because this study looks into debt forgiveness too. What if your partner was hiding a bunch of debt? Yeah.
I almost think that's worse.
I think it's worse too, 100%.
I do, because it's not a flaw, but it's something you should be honest about.
100%.
It affects credit. It affects a lot.
It affects credit, yeah. If you want to go buy a house or anything like that, a car.
Now, this is Naomi. After a few years of being married, my dad was going to give me a big check from part of my grandparents' house $15,000. He told me I had to open a separate account to make sure I always have a backup. I did it because I just can't lie to my dad, and I still haven't told my husband and I both have our work accounts, but we do not have login info, but we can meet the teller.
Okay.
So there's boundaries set up.
Of course.
You know, my parents also have that if something happens to them, it goes to me and my children. I decide. Well, they didn't want it to go to just
100%.
Yeah,
and that's fair. I'm sure that's how my parents have. Yeah, and even though you're married, it doesn't matter. That's your parents.
Yeah, they're very particular about that. Yeah,
that's fair.
Brandy says I have a bank account that I keep forgetting about. I think we all are jealous of you right now. And when things get tight, I remember and I go grab the money. Could you let me know about that bank account? Anywho, guys, that is at the end of our segment here at Break Room. Make sure you have a great day. You write us in again about money issues, anything. Nothing is too embarrassing.
Yep, info@dailyblastlive.com. Now we're going to go to the extended interview that Bo did with Harry Connick Jr. I just love him.
Fly me to... That's not him. Okay.
I think that's Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, it is.
Something. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much for joining DBL. I want to get right to your new project. You're teaching people how to play the piano through an app called Playground Sessions. As a musician myself, I can't wait to check it out. Explain to us how it all works.
Playground Sessions is the latest and greatest way to teach people how to play the piano. You know, I had piano lessons as a kid. A lot of the people watching today had piano lessons as a kid. Some of us continued, some of us didn't. Playground Sessions takes the good parts about using a piano teacher and combines it with incredible innovative technology, and really is a phenomenal way to get people who haven't had, you know, no experience playing the piano. If you're an advanced player or an intermediate player, or just somebody who says, I took lessons as a kid, I don't get it, I don't want to do it, I can't read music. At the end of the very first session of Playground Sessions, you will actually be playing the piano. It's very cool stuff.
That's awesome, Harry. You know, I actually studied using the Suzuki method as a kid, and I'm one of those guys you're talking about who kind of stopped after a while. So let's talk experience level. Someone who has never played before can use Playground Sessions, correct?
Oh, absolutely. I think about my dad. My dad's 92. I sent him the very first session, and he said, oh, wow, I get it. I didn't think of it like this before. Yes, so anybody can learn how to play. You don't have to be musically talented. You don't have to, you know, have a great ear. It's just, it's something that I think will help develop those things in you, but it turns a lot of people off because they're afraid that they can't do it or they're tone deaf. Playground Sessions changes all of that. You go to playgroundsessions.com and you sign up to the app from there, and you don't even need a piano. You can use a small MIDI keyboard and do it right in your own house.
Wow, that's incredible, Harry. You've said that music has changed your life in every way imaginable. Can you take me back to when you were learning how to play the piano? I mean, do you remember how you felt when it all clicked together?
Well, for somebody like me, I was so interested in playing the piano from the time I could think. That's just what I loved to do, you know, but I also loved throwing a football around. I just didn't have any talent, you know, doing that. There's a lot of people out there who think they don't have any talent playing music, but music has really changed my life in every way possible. You know, it's made me a better person. It's made me more compassionate. It's driven me to want to achieve more. I mean, I could go on and on about how good music is for our mind and our soul. And I'm just excited that there's something that can finally show people that they can do something they've always wanted to do, even if they think they couldn't do it.
I agree with you. I think that, you know, music for me has made me a more kind of emotional guy. It's brought out the best creative aspects in me, so I totally understand what you're saying. Now, I know you just wrapped up your New Orleans themed tour, which included a 9-piece band. Like you, I'm from the South. I'm from Memphis. How has your Southern upbringing inspired you when it comes to making music?
Well, being from New Orleans, you know, even if you're not a musician, music is going to have a big impact on you, if for no other reason than the accessibility that you have to music. You know, even if you're not a musician, you know, you hear traditional jazz and R&B and brass band music, so many different kinds of music. So for a guy like me who was, you know, obsessed with music, to have that kind of access I felt very privileged. And going back to Playground Sessions, now you have that access on your tablet or your computer, which is something that's in this way never been done before, and I'm just excited for people to check it out.
I think a lot of people will be excited, and the fact that it's for everybody of every skill level is incredible. Harry, I know you're a huge New Orleans Saints fan. I actually have on black and gold today. They'll be playing for the NFC Championship on Sunday against the LA Rams. How excited are you, and do you think they can take it all the way this year?
I really do think they can take it all the way, but I'm more nervous than excited because the Rams are a tough team. You know, they gave us a heck of a time in the Dome a few weeks back in November. I was at that game, and I have so much confidence in my team, but, I follow their lead, which is one game at a time. So let's beat the Rams, and then, hopefully we'll go on to Atlanta.
I'm with you, Harry. Who dat? Harry, my final question. You have 3 daughters with your wife, Jill Goodacre. What do you guys like to do for fun when you're all together? Are they musical at all?
Well, I even showed them playground sessions, and they were like, how do I say it? Like, I thought that they'd be like, oh, yeah, Dad, this is something you're doing. But they were like, wait a minute. Like, I might sign up for this. They're going to make me pay for it, but I'll gladly pay for it because it's worth it. Some of them are musical. One of them in particular is very musical. One of them is kind of musical, and the other one really doesn't have interest. But I showed them this stuff. They're like, wow, that's what you've been doing all these years. They say we can finally understand it.
It's a great art. Which song of yours do you think I should try to learn? Whisper Your Name? Which one would you suggest?
Yeah, that'd be a great one to
it's
try.
One of my favorites
Thanks, man. There's so many, and I have to say, my wife, who's got a nice musical ear, doesn't play at all. I truly believe that she could be playing after one of these sessions. So I'm gonna get her signed up too.
Well, I'm checking it out, and I'll learn that song and I'll send it back to you and see how I do. Thank you for your time, Harry Connick Jr. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks,
My
Harry.
pleasure.
Harry Connick Jr., thank you so much for joining DBL. I want to get right to your new project. You're teaching people how to play the piano through an app called Playground Sessions. As a musician myself, I can't wait to check it out. Explain to us how it all works.
Playground Sessions is the latest and greatest way to teach people how to play the piano. I had piano lessons as a kid. A lot of the people watching today had piano lessons as a kid. Some of us continued, some of us didn't. Playground Sessions takes the good parts about using a piano teacher and combines it with incredible innovative technology, and really is a phenomenal way to get people who haven't had no experience playing the piano. If you're an advanced player or an intermediate player, or just somebody who says, I took lessons as a kid, I don't get it, I don't want to do it, I can't read music. At the end of the very first session of Playground Sessions, you will actually be playing the piano. It's very cool stuff.
That's awesome, Harry. I actually studied using the Suzuki method as a kid.